Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about one of my all-time favorite crossovers that doesn't get enough love. We're going to talk about Contest of Champions. Came out in 1981, 82. I'm not really sure there, but I know it precedes Secret Wars that always gets referenced as the first big Marvel crossover. Now the story itself, it's pretty cheesy and narratively it's sort of choppy. They're all over the place on this. But I'm a sucker for these tournament type of situations. I grew up with Dragon Ball Z and with Saint Seiya. The story starts off with the Grandmaster. He has a competition with this mysterious character called the Unknown. Respectively, they have chosen the greatest champions within the Marvel Universe, and they're going to put them within this competition in a series of 4 battles where each team, not only they have to battle it out amongst themselves, they have to find part of this golden orb, which obviously has been split in 4 parts. And this is actually going to lead to trouble further down the line in the story. Now in the story, before we get to the part where we have the selection of the teams of the Grandmaster and the Unknown, we get an overview of all the characters that were romping around the Marvel Universe during this time. So the story shows off Luke Cage and Iron Fist, Spider-Man, Dazzler, Daredevil, Kazar, Shanna the She-Devil, Hulk, the Inhumans, the Eternals. Now, the interesting thing about this story is that most of Marvel's heroes center their activities in New York City, and they're from the United States. So the story is going to focus on adding a bunch of new international characters. They are sort of going for the Olympics or World Cup type of vibe. So from France, we have the new character called Le Peregrine. From Australia, we have Talisman. We have a very odd character from Brazil called Defender. Then we have Sabra from Israel, Collective Man from China, Arabian Night from Saudi Arabia, and last but not least, we have Blitzkrieg from West Germany. So in the first battle, we have Grandmaster's team, which has Talisman, Daredevil, and Darkstar. While on the Unknown's team, we have Sunfire, Invisible Woman, and Danny Rand, the Iron Fist. Now the cool thing about this battle is that it seems that this is the first time Daredevil and Iron Fist ever cross paths, and they get into a brief little tussle, where surprisingly Daredevil is able to defeat Iron Fist in hand-to-hand combat. While Darkstar and Sunfire are locked in battle, Invisible Woman and Talisman are the ones most focused on trying to find the goal, the piece of the Golden Orb. Talisman is able to use his weird dream state reality warping powers to disorient Invisible Woman. And they don't seem to work as much on Daredevil, so he's the one able to find the piece of the Golden Orb, leading to the Grandmaster's team winning this match. Now in the second battle, the Unknown has chosen Iron Man, Arabian Night, and Sabra, while the Grandmaster has chosen Defender, She-Hulk, and Captain Britain. So right off the bat, the Unknown's team is super dysfunctional because Arabian Night and Sabra do not want to work together. While on the other team, we have Defender, who's trying to put the moves on She-Hulk, and she's really not down with the situation. Now, the really funny thing about Defender is that he's from Brazil, and he keeps on using phrases in Spanish. I am not sure if the writer knew that in Brazil they speak in Portuguese and not in Spanish. So in this battle, all the characters are just scrambling around trying to find the piece of the Golden Orb, not working as a team. Maybe having Captain Britain and Iron Man being the most focused on the prize. There's one moment where Arabian Night actually saves Sabra from certain death. She was like falling from really high, and she is in utter shock that an Arab has saved a Jewish person's life. The social and political commentary that we have here is very on the nose. So what happens is Iron Man and She-Hulk are locked in battle. They have sort of forgotten about the fact that they have to find their part of the Golden Orb. Arabian Night is able to spot it. He swoops in really quick and takes it for his team. This leads to the Grandmaster's team winning again. In the third battle, we have on the Unknown's team, Vanguard, Angel, and Black Panther. While on the Grandmaster's team, we have Wolverine, Thing, and the Peregrine. Now, the biggest takeaway that we have in this battle is that Wolverine and Black Panther cross paths for the first time. And Black Panther is totally appalled by the fact that Wolverine is totally willing to use lethal force in this battle. While this is going down, Angel is battling against Le Peregrine, and the Thing is going toe-to-toe against Vanguard. So while Black Panther's fighting against Wolverine, he does sense the presence of the orb, but the Thing is able to beat him to it. So the Grandmaster gets another win in this tournament. Now in the last battle, we have on the Grandmasters team, Captain America, Sasquatch, and Blitzkrieg. And on the Unknowns team, we have Storm, Shamrock, and Collective Man. This last match feels really short. The other battles in this tournament were about 9 pages each. This one only has 6. Nothing too interesting happens in this battle, and the Unknowns team is able to prevail because of Shamrock's luck powers. So here's the really fascinating part of this story, because I actually called out wrong the battles in this contest, because actually 2 went to the Unknown and 2 went to the Grandmaster. It was a tie, but in this story they actually established that the Grandmaster won 3 battles. The writer's totally oblivious to the fact that the Grandmaster didn't win. So we have the situation where the Grandmaster wins the tournament that he actually tied in. We get the big reveal that the Unknown is actually Death, and that the wager between Grandmaster and Death was to bring back the Collector, another Elder of the Universe. But even though the Grandmaster won, Death screws him over because he tells him, yeah, I'll bring back Collector from the dead, but I need a life in exchange. So the Grandmaster surprisingly is totally okay with sacrificing himself to bring back the Collector. And this is how basically this story ends. After this happens, all the heroes are sent back to Earth. Obviously, we're going to get a sequel to the story, but we're going to cover that another day. So I hope you guys liked this video. See you guys next time. Bye.